Hi everyone, this is Surf. Hope you're doing well. Before I go on, all glory goes to the Most High, to the Prime Creator, to the One, and to the Creator of the Children of the Light. I wanted to bring up something about RheaZeus factor and Rh positive, Rh negative blood groups. This is not completely my work. I did, dig through it. There are a few good channels that bring up a lot of information. One is Garden of Truth and Lies. He connects a lot about blood groups and food and the instructions of the Most High. And you have a few others. You can dig through my channel list. You will find, there is even a playlist about Rh, blood wars and so on. And I wanted to show you this thing. I'll try to make it as simple as possible. The thing is, we know that everything is backwards, flipped, upside down, and left and right, and they are demonizing generally the negative, Rh negative blood groups for their reasons. It's the public opinion of it, and they are already calling it kind of like a disease. But if we go into it for a little bit, let's go into the word RheaZeus. The secrets are in the words as well. So let's dig through this for us. Bear with me, please. Check this out. If we split Zeus away from Re, you get RheaZeus. Okay, Zeus is actually Zeus. We understood that quite a long time ago, if you wish, even in bringing down Mr. J, the devils, Now, if you go to Rhea, you will see that Rhea is, let's just go down, the mother of gods. In early traditions, she is known as the mother of gods. No, she's even the mama. Look at here. You can even find out how many children she had and so on. So you have Rhea, mother of Zeus. Okay, so you can be RheaZeus positive, which means you are positive to Rhea and Zeus. Or you can be RheaZeus negative, which means you have nothing in common with Rhea or Zeus. And you have less than 15% on the plane of these people. I am strongly convinced that they are hiding, that there are more melanated Rh negatives than we think, because we know they did hijack the copper color history and the true Hebrews and so on. But we had a lot of mixing and mingling, and it turns out you have two frequencies, 4 blood groups with 2 frequencies, Rh positive, Rh negative. Rh positive and Rh negative do not mix. An Rh negative woman, if she has a partner which is Rh positive and she conceives a fetus which is Rh positive, the blood cells of the mother will try to kill the child, that of different kind. So they have this Rogam shot to go around it, but it's not natural. So you have 2 groups, 85% and 15%. So which do you seems as a particular people or peculiar people, or as a remnant? Now, I wanted to show you this as well, before I show you further things about it. Now, if you remember Star Wars, when they try to seek for Jedis, check this out.
Stay still, Annie. Let me clean this cut.
There's so many. Do they all have a system of planets?
Most of them.
Has anyone been to them all?
Not likely.
I want to be the first one to see them all.
Annie, bedtime.
Ow!
There we are. Good as new.
Annie, I'm not going to tell you again.
What are you doing?
Checking your blood for infections. Go on. You have a big day tomorrow. Sleep well, Annie. Obi-Wan?
Yes, Master.
I need an analysis of this blood sample I'm sending you.
Wait a minute.
I need a midichlorian count.
The reading is off the chart. Over 20,000. Even Master Yoda doesn't have a midichlorian count that high.
No Jedi has.
What does that mean?
Now you see, this is a parallel to the RH blood groups, you know. So I'm not telling that the one or the other are better or worse, you know. They have different frequencies, they are different kind, you know. It's a light factor. And you could interpret the RH positives as mankind, nation, and Nephilim amongst them, and the RH negatives as the original, the aborigines. You know, those two blood groups do not mix. There is natural enmity. You know, they should not mix. It's not hatred, they're just of different kind. If you go to Genesis, and 15, I think, you have, and I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head and you will strike his heel. You know, it's Abel and Cain, it's Isaac and Jacob, you know, the two different kinds, you know, of people. So it is like kind of a body bag proof, because life is in the blood. Blood is plasma. The fourth state of matter is plasma, electricity, you know, and ether. So we should really not look at skin color, you know. Not all kinfolk or skinfolk is kinfolk, even if our copper colored brothers, you know, are originals, but they mixed it up. And you will find brothers and sisters in all colors of the rainbow. Important is to keep the code of the Most High and rise our vibrations. Both sides, you know, RH positives or negatives, it don't matter. But, you know, there are differences, you know, strong differences about these blood groups. And they do not mix by nature, you know, and they cross the bridge. I hope this information will be useful to you. I might expand, you know. I will tell you this as well, you know. If you see A, you know, you have A, B, O blood group system. So you have an alpha until omega, you know. The Most High is alpha and omega. 4 blood groups, because you would have A, B as well. You know, I'm just hitting it like you know, 4 rivers that flow out of Eden, maybe just an interpretation. And you have alpha and beta, you know, so-called Niger, Nigrette, or two different kind of men, you know. A and B can produce an AB, and Abel has both sides. And you have the O's, you know, and traits of the O's are more like normal angels, like the Grigori ones, you know, because we had mixing, we have a fall of the angels and so on, which brings probably a blood group into the plane. And you could see as above, so below, A negative, B negative, AB negative, O negative. Above and below you have the other blood groups, you know, the opposite frequencies. So I could show you even this. If you go, you know, the book of Enoch speaks of 10 heavens and, you know, 7 inhabited heavens. It's in the book of the secrets of Enoch. And, you know, this is actually, you know, something that Garden of Truth and Lies brought up. You see this image, and if we start, you know, the first heaven would be earth. You have the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. You know, from the fourth or from the fifth heaven, you know, you have the realm of light, because you have on the fifth heaven the Grigori watchers, you know, being on the so-called barrier. But Enoch saw them. They were man-like and giants with wings, and they were quite melancholic because their prince is Satan, and some of them went down, you know, to mix up and do what they did. And if we start from the seventh heaven with chief archangels, and from different sources like the Quran as well, you find out that the devil and some angels didn't want to bow down to Adam or to Niger, but they even they do not know what the Most High is doing, so they did not prostrate themselves. So Adam might be a chief archangel, so you have the A negatives maybe being chief archangel spirits. You have on the sixth heaven the archangels, which could be the B minuses. You have the Grigori watchers on the fifth heaven, which could be the O's. There are so many common traits for the O's that would fit perfectly into these Grigori angels watchers. Then you have AB negative and AB positive. Sun and moon, more light and less light, the fourth heaven. You have on the third heaven, you have the O plus. You see, it's like as above so below. If the O's come back to the Most High instead of surfing Mr. J or others, their spirit, their candle lights up and they come back to the Most High on the fifth heaven, because there was a fall. Second heaven, second planet Venus. Enoch speaks of a place without love, a dark place, the B plus. If they wake up, come back to the Most High, they shift back to the sixth heaven. And you have the first plane, Earth, A plus. If they come back to the Most High, they get back to the seventh heaven as chief archangels. Whereby the third heaven, where the O's are, Enoch speaks of the third heaven, a place of fire. It's like Mars. They want to bring everybody to Mars. There is some sarcasm in it. Mars is the god of war. So this actually is quite interesting and makes a lot of sense. So I wanted to bring this up about RheaZeus positives and negatives. But the fact is, we all have to serve the Most High's instructions and try to learn and understand them the best way we can. Blood is plasma. Plasma is as well the fourth state of matter. We are electricity. I hope these informations have been useful to you. I love you all, my brothers and sisters. Much love, much respect to all those that are digging, surfing, and seeking. All praise and glory goes to the Most High, to the Prime Creator. Be safe.